What's up, everybody? Ryan from Pub Crew here, and we are at the Buried and Smokefest here at Undisputed Craft House, and with me is the one and only Chris, the owner and proprietor of this fine establishment here. You see his face almost every day here serving this fine beer. Part of the mad brains behind this project. Chris, tell us a little about Buried and Smoke and what you've thought so far.
So we collaborated with Jonathan from Old Sheepdog and Blake from Aurelia's. They're the ones that did. They did it last year. We're doing it here a little bit bigger. The main focus of this is to show and focus on all the talent that we have in town with all the brewers that are brewing and all the breweries like Aurelia's, Old Sheepdog, Three Missions, Broken Rules, and then also all the home brewers, all the talent that's in El Paso. We're trying to put a little focal point on them and then get beer that you normally don't have, which is what we do, break from the norm, and just kind of celebrate everybody's local talents and that we think El Paso has. That's going to make sure we start keeping focus on that.
Yeah. And as always, support local craft beer. We got home brewers here too. We're going to talk to them as well. We've had some great beers ourselves. We brought our own. So stepping into the game, stepping it up, and so far it's been pretty good turnout. We love it. Anything for the folks at home, Chris?
Come out and enjoy some good beer, some good smoked beer, some good food, and support locals. See ya.
Ryan here at Pub Crew again. We're with Sean with Border Buzz. We got some fine smoked mead here. Sean's going to tell us more about it. Of course, know Sean for a minute now. Amazing mead. Still can't get over that apple pie one that we had last year. It's forever going to stick with me.
Yeah.
Sean, tell us more about what you got here and what we got going on.
All right, so this is a mesquite honey that's local from Fabens. I took the honey and I actually spread it out in a bunch of little shallow pans and smoked it with mesquite. Then the fermentation was about a month. I use champagne yeast, which makes it very high ABV. It did turn out very high. It's about 15, 16 right now. And then I stuck it in a cold crash for about 3 months. Get all the yeast out, or as much as you can. It's pretty clear, you can see.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really nice. And then I carbonated it. So then we have a little back sweeten as well, because it wasn't quite as smoky for the Smoke Festival.
But you definitely get the mesquite on there. You do taste it on the back end, which is really nice. And I'm a sucker for mead to begin with, but let me tell you, you still get the honey, that sweetness that you would expect from a mead. But that smokiness is really nice. Not like mezcal kind of smoky, but you still get that mesquite where you're like, ooh, that's familiar. You like it.
That's what I was going for. I didn't want it to be too strong on the smoke, but I wanted you to notice it if you were looking for it. Some people, I think, they'll taste it and they'll be like, I don't really get a whole lot of smoke. I don't know if they know what to look for, but I get a lot of smoke, but not so much that it overpowers the whole thing, and that's kind of what I was going for.
Which is nice, and I think that's a good approach to what you went with on this, especially for a mead. Because, like I said, I feel like anymore you're going borderline like mezcal.
Right, exactly.
And that's not what it is. It's a mead.
Yeah, I've been experimenting a lot with these things, and there's a few techniques that I've learned, what kind of waters to use. Leaving it on the yeast for 3 months in the cold crash really kind of makes it a little bit more sour, brings out a little bit more of the subtle flavors.
Right.
So you can even pick up on a little bit of apple or I think orange blossom comes through a little bit, which I don't use, but it might have been in the honey itself,
True.
Those kinds of things.
Well, what kind of honey did you use, if you don't mind me asking?
It was a local Fabens one from, I forget the name of it. I think it's just the honey. I don't know what he calls himself, really. But it's a mesquite honey, but you can't control where the bees get their,
Right, that's kind of like an uncontrollable barrier for
Right, yeah. So, they bring the bees out to certain areas to do a specific type, and it was mesquite for this batch, but of course there's going to be a little wildflower peppered in.
Yeah.
And the guy that I use, he goes to different orchards to help pollinate them, and so they're not just going to have one kind of orchard, but that's the main focus. So there might have been some other fruits in there, some other things in there.
I think it really works with this, with what you got, especially with the smokiness that you got from the mesquite. I think all that, the vintage kind of helps bring out some flavors, that sweetness that I don't think was anticipated, but I think really complements everything.
Right. Yeah, I had to do a little bit of the back sweetening just because I wanted a little bit more of the smokiness, so I smoked more honey. Got it on the back end. So yeah, it was really turned out really nice. I'm really proud of it. But yeah, that apple pie one, I think I'm gonna have to make that a regular.
You're gonna have to. I'm sure I'm not the only one bugging you for it.
Yeah, actually, like the other brewers in the area, they were like, "Hey man, you got any more of that?"
Every time they see it, I'm sure I'm not the only one going like, "So what's the word with that apple pie?"
Right. Yeah, exactly. So,
looking forward to hopefully seeing your meadery one day, man.
Yeah, we were actually looking at maybe even opening one up later this year. It's looking good for later this year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I really hope so. That maybe we can have an actual sit down in a meadery and look at all your wares and everything.
Horn cuffs and throwing axes and all kinds of stuff.
I was sold at meat. You can stop. But thank you, Sean. I appreciate you sitting down.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Looking forward to everything else you got going on and having a good time here at Brewery and Smokefest. Cheers, guys. What's up, folks? We're back at it again with some more beer at Brewery and Smokefest. We are joined in company by Broken Rules Brewery, which recently just opened up their spot over off of Texas Avenue. We are looking forward. Stay tuned to see our future episode with them. We are going to head them up to a proper interview at their location on scene, as we love to do. And you know, we love you. We love to see you, watch us, watch you. You know how it goes. What is it that we have here today? What did you bring to Buried in Smokefest?
Buried in Smokefest. A friend of mine, John, we call him the GOAT, calls me up and says, "Hey man, we're gonna do a Smokefest," and I was like, "Fantastic!" But I was in the middle of brewing beer for the brewery that we just opened, and I had a lot of grains left and decided to do a marshmallow graham cracker porter. Because those are the ingredients I had available from my kitchen and from what I had left. And that's what we're drinking. I smoked out 2 pounds of marshmallows, 2 pounds of graham crackers, 6 pounds of grain on my smoker for 6 hours on apple and cherry wood.
Apple and cherry.
And then I just flambéed that's right, I flambéed the marshmallows after with brown sugar. And that's what we're having. It's 11.2 Imperial Porter.
Imperial Porter.
This first time I've brewed it.
Is it Stay Puffed or?
They are Stay Puffed marshmallows, but I can't use the name. I say PUFFED, so I don't get.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
And I want to do the PUFT because you get in trouble.
Yeah, we're not getting copyrighted.
Yeah, there you go.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
On the street of the outside, and the side is good parking. Everybody practice 200.
Man, that is an
It's
Imperial.
super clean.
Clean, marshmallowy. Get a little bit of the graham cracker.
I get a little maple at the end.
Yeah, right at the end.
It's that nice burnt, charred brown sugar. It's non-fermentable, but it gives you that nice caramel, crispy.
That nice, the coating at the end. You get.
I got extremely lucky. I've never brewed it before. I'm humbled. It came out really well.
Yeah, no. This
And
is
Chris here at Undisputed Craft House. This guy's supported me for years. So I was honored to actually sell him my first keg ever.
Yeah, we're glad it's on the wall. You can get it here at Undisputed. It is on the tap wall.
Absolutely humbled.
And we're, like I said, we're looking forward to see what you guys have on your tap wall.
Thank you.
We're looking forward. I've been fans of you since we've been seeing you at these brew fests and everything. You guys have had solid beers.
Thank you.
I mean, and I love the in-depth details you guys go into. Like, what was the one where you get like the cactus fruit, like the pears themselves, just on trails? Yeah, I love hearing there. It's like, saw this, thought about it, got a concept, good beer.
I want to be a neighborhood brewery, just a home brewer with a spot. You know, we smoke our own meats out there. I do all natural stuff as much as I can. Support the community as much as we can. That's what we're about.
Yeah, support local, and we love it here.
Yeah,
Pub Crew, we always talk about support local. Craft beer, it's more than a community. It's just all around. It's a family.
I mean, we got literally here today. We have the all-stars of home brewers and professional brewers here. This crowd is humbling. I mean, there's a lot of people that brew way better beer than me. Those guys are incredible. Come meet them.
Yeah, no, we're definitely we're trying to go down the line and get anybody we can just to win and talk beer and do these interviews and talk beers and smoke. I mean, because that's what we're here for
The
today.
Smokefest is amazing, and Chris is always very, very cool and supporting it.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm here.
Yeah, check out Undisputed, of course.
Yes.
Go check out Broken Rules. Go check out their brewery. They got food, they got beer, great answer, great people. See this mug there. I mean, we look forward to it.
I need a better face for the brewery.
No, that's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, thank you all so much, man. Much appreciated.
Thank you. Look forward to it.
Buddy Bones and Blake Keith. Buddy Bones Brewing Company, everybody. Let's go!
Make some noise, everybody. Second place. Alrighty. First place. It's gonna go to brewer number 4. Make some noise, brewer number 4. Where you at?
It ain't about me, it's about Spanish brewer and all these beautiful people out here brewing delicious ass beers.
Yeah, it's all about the community, right? Make fucking great beer, we support each other, that's all that matters, man. Cheers.
Alright, make some noise. Make some noise. That's first place right there.
What's up, everybody? Ryan from Pub Crew once again here at Buried in Smokefest. We're joined with more brewers here that brought amazing beer. I mean, everyone's brought some amazing stuff to the table. Gentlemen, let's go down the line. To my right, we have the GOAT.
The GOAT, Jonathan, now of Sheepdog Brewing.
Thank you.
I'm Blake, formerly of Public House 28, and now a free agent.
There you go. Gentlemen, what did we bring to the table for Buried in Smokefest?
Like philosophy-wise, or just
Sure.
beer-wise, or
Oh, yeah, we can start with beer.
beer-wise, part of the homebrew competition with I did with Hank, known as a Spanglish brewer. We brought a traditional Rauch lager, just super easy, drinkable, smoky beer. And for Sheepdog, we brought a Mexican lager infused with smoke oranges, cricket salt, and a touch of agave syrup. Just that.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. I'm Blake Heath. I am formerly of 28, formerly of Aurelia's, and currently with Buddy Bones Brewing today here at Buried in Smoke. And we brought a kind of a classic American amber beer with hoppy American amber with a smoked malt crucial that we think was balanced and lovely, and I think we're all very happy with.
That's awesome. Of course, we brought our smoked coffee porter. Coffee porter that was, we smoked a portion of the malts with maple wood, added some espresso to it. We're happy with how it came out. Is this everyone's first time doing a smoked beer?
No.
It was ours. And let me tell you.
It's an experience, right?
Yeah. So I'm sure our approaches, and this being like our 6th beer, I mean, I'm happy with what we got out of it and what we did with it, and it was the approach we took. I was like, I think that worked, and we liked what happened. But then, like seeing like old sheepdogs, like with the smoked oranges and everything, I was kind of like, oh, that's shit. You think like 2020, like, oh yeah, that's great. So I thought of that.
And that's kind of like I left it open for everybody. It could have been like everybody just brew like traditional Rauch beers, but no, it's kind of like make a smoke beer. I was like, be creative, do whatever the fuck you want, and that's kind of like the spirit of this kind of festival is just free will and go fucking enjoy yourselves, man. That's what beer's supposed to be about.
Yeah, Rauch kept coming up when we were like, I was doing research, and like Rauch was like, yeah, but then I like that there was like that, like the freedom, like, oh, we'll just be creative. I'm like, all right, so this is what we're gonna do.
No, that's cool. I thought your concept was cool and your beer was good, man, and appreciate it, especially for your 6th batch of beer. I was like, shit, better than what I already did.
Still learning experience, and like I said, I'm still happy with what we came out. What was your guys' approach to it?
I mean, honestly, I guess as a home brewer when I started, I mean, smoke beers were probably one of the things I first kind of went to, just because I was kind of a Scotch guy before, you know, right?
See that?
It's the guilt.
Get it.
Subscribe to his OnlyFans to see the
Actually, by the end of the day. No, I mean, I think one of the reasons that Smoke Vault and just smoke beer in general has always been fun for home brewers, professional brewers, because it really allows for self-expression. Blaine, my partner out there, I'll say it, he actually kind of like introduced El Paso to a style of beer called Krajewski that other breweries do around the state and the country, but that had never been done here. Those beers started as home brews, and I made them eventually professionally at 28. And that's one of the reasons John and I got together. He was like, "You make Krajewski?" And I'm like, "Yeah." What do you mean? You don't? You know what I mean? And I think that's the thing that as brewers, as friends, as creatives, that's why we do this. To have some expression, do some things that people are used to. Like you said, this is a new thing for you. That's an exciting thing for me to hear, because I think it's all about creativity, pushing the what we do forward. And I think smoke is such a really fun thing. It's a great playground, right? Like,
it was fun. Yeah, it was fun. Like I love smoking meat, so I got the concept of like when Chris told us about it, he was like, "You know, smoke beer." I was like, "Nope." But figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. That's all the concept starts. Like it's a new recipe to us, new style, but you gotta learn. You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, because the whole thing about smoke beers, they're steeped in tradition. If you go back historically,
Yeah, the raw shot. That's what I was looking at. It's like
100% steeped in tradition, but as things evolve and brewers and imaginations evolve, there's room to play with that. That's why I said I left it completely open to everybody to be like, I could have been just a stickler, be like, we're Rush beers, but no, we're not about that, man. And it's just like, hey, just everybody come out and have fun. This is like brewers and miss, brewers and peeps, especially for the people too to try new shit. It's like, so that's kind of what it's about, man.
That's awesome. Now, what do you guys got? What are your favorite projects? What do we got to expect from the craft beer community? Tell us what you guys got. What's on the burn industry?
That's
a broad question. That's a classified question.
No. That's just
Blake's face says otherwise.
That's a question of uncertainty, but no, we're just trying to just grow the beer scene in El Paso, and that's just the simplest thing, man. It's just been it's been rough. With the breweries closing and certain politics of things and personalities that at the end of the day, man, beer is just supposed to be fun, and it's a fun industry, and it can be tough, but I think at the end of the day, it's just I think simple as just shout out to Chris for keeping craft beer alive, and Undisputed, and just trying to get craft beer and local beer out there to the public. Now that's the most that we could do. That's
what we love to hear at Pub Crew, because I mean, when we started, it was over craft beer. We were drinking it, supporting it. I mean, now we're brewing it. So I mean, it's something that we like. After talking about service, decided to start brewing it. Talking to brewers a lot, going to breweries. It's cool to understand the community is all about fast. Like it's supporting each other. That's what we like to talk about. Like when we mean support local, it's supporting each other. Like that's what the craft beer community is about. And these fests kind of help shine a light on that, because it's homebrewers. I mean, some of these guys are like the legends of homebrew that you're like, holy crap.
This was when me and Blake started this festival, and last year was a little bit different, but when we sat on a table this year and when we talked to Chris, I was like, let's make this festival not so much about the breweries, but the brewers and the people who enjoy beer, and let's make it a celebration of that.
Yeah, we'd love to hear it. We're all here for you.
Yeah, and I said, I was like, some of these home brewers are making spectacular beers, and they sometimes so the public never gets a chance to try some of these beers, so let's give a spotlight, and let's give them the opportunity, and I don't know, the seat at the table for them to express themselves too. That's what it's about, man. It's like I said, community, and it's just support local businesses, support local people, and just have a good fucking time, man. That's literally
we're all here.
Before this fucking house goes up in fucking flames, just
before it goes in flames, let's have a fucking beer over it. Cheers,
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
No, man, it's we're in a weird spot right now, I think.
Yeah.
Craft beer in general is in a weird place. I think a lot of times we're missing out on why we all started doing this in the first place, which was like, hey, my friend, do you like the beer I made?
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of what it's all about. Even when you start selling it.
That's how we started.
Exactly.
We're like, you like our beer?
Hey, but do you actually like it?
But like, tell me what you think about it. So
Right.
you should go pro now.
Right.
That's how I felt. 6 beers in, let's go.
Everything's okay.
My confidence is here right now. I tell you.
No, I think we're like while we're in kind of this like transitional phase for again home brewing, professional brewing, craft beer, whatever you want to call it. We just want this. We always wanted this to be fun expression of the people that do the dirty work, right? Like, it takes a lot of hard work to do all the brewing, to do all the fucking maintaining of everything that you do. I think everybody thinks it's like, oh, those guys just hang out in the back and they drink beer and like they beer magically appears. And
I can tell you confidently it does not.
it does not. Well, that's somewhat true.
Somewhat
true. There is some magic involved. You know, I
In
think
the process, you're kind of like, oh shit, here.
yeah, exactly. And I think particularly this sort of thing has been about opening eyes, opening minds, and making them, making you think that, if you see a smoked anything on the menu, maybe you try it, maybe you give it a shot, because, it's just expression. That's whoever made that, that's part of their expression. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to express our friendship, our camaraderie, the fun that it is, that beer is. This is what we try to promote constantly. This is what the brewers that I know that sit in the back and drink shitty beer and work their ass off, sweat. That's what we do. This is why we do it, to get everybody in the same room appreciating this.
A good fucking time, man. That's what it's about. I know there's whatever. Business is a business, but at the end of the day, man, we all need to have fun and just realize why we do what we do and celebrate each other and our friendships. And thanks to people like Blake and Chris at Undisputed for flying that flag high and fucking throwing these cool events and keeping craft beer alive in the city, man. It's totally important.
And across the country.
Yeah.
Across the country, craft beer is suffering.
Yeah, not just here, but
It's very hard. And if you're not doing stuff that people identify with, you're probably not going to be around a lot longer. And I think that's what it's about. It's being authentic. This is a very authentic thing.
Yeah, I guess it's cutting to the bullshit and just, and just look at this crowd right now, man. Everyone's having a
we got a
fucking
good
time.
crowd here at Brewery and Smokefest.
And I'm sure maybe like half of this crowd hasn't never tried to smoke beer. So have a good time, try that shit out.
I can confidently tell you, before this, smoking beer was our first time trying smoked beer.
That's wonderful.
So I was like, well, I know our baseline. I now I've tried other beers, and I'm like, oh, that's great. Like, different approaches and very like Josh and everything being like, I get it.
So I feel about smoke beer.
Dude, I want to do it again. I definitely have to want to revisit this or try another approach to something else. But I liked what we did, but I don't want to do it again. I want to see what we can do to add to it.
This has already been a success.
And that's already the spirit of it. Just keep on pushing out on the left, keep on spreading the word and some camaraderie. And I think we fucking did our job. And I was like,
You guys succeeded.
Oh, it's amazing. We feel very fortunate that you guys are here. Thanks so much. It's incredible. We're thrilled for what craft beer can be.
We're happy to see it, and we can only hope it grows and gets better from here, man. Anything you want to tell the folks at home?
Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled.
simple. Just keep on supporting local, support true El Paso craft. That get out of your comfort zone, try some new shit.
Support local.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep on supporting local.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, man, thank you.
Cheers.
Dudes, thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you, guys. What's up, Brian from Pub Crew again. We're here doing more interviews at the Buried and Smokefest here at Undisputed Craft House. We're joined with Joy Mendes over here from Portland Peak Brewery. Is this your it's your first competition here, right? Like, you're actually competing with homebrewers. I know you guys have been homebrewing for a minute.
Yeah, we've been homebrewing for about 10 years.
Yeah.
But, my first competition.
Nice. I'm so glad to see you guys here. It brings joy to my heart. I know you guys have been following us for a minute.
Yes.
I remember the first time I met you, I was like, oh my God, we've been meeting this whole time.
Yes.
I didn't know it was you. Like, that was one of those, like, that's badass.
Yeah.
Like, putting the face to the people liking our posts. I'm like, that's what's up.
Yep.
Talking craft beer, having your craft beer. I mean, tell us about it. What you guys bring to Brewery and Smokefest?
So, you know, it's a professional brewer and a home brewer paired up. So I got paired up with Vic.
Nice. Okay.
Yep, Vic from Aurelius.
Sure.
It was just, I think it's a beautiful mesh because he likes to go outside the box.
Yeah.
I like to go outside the box.
I think it was a match made in heaven.
I think so. I think so. And you know, when he's like, "Hey, let's do something different for this smoke beer competition," I was like, "What do you got?" So let's do like a saison grisette kind of bit. Like, I'm down. Say less. Let's do it. You know, so we put some smoked grains in there. We had some smoked toasted rice that we put in there. You know, on the Belgian yeast. Came out pretty good, you know.
I love me a nice saison, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I think that's something I've recently grown to like in the past year, I'd say. Having some nice saisons, some farmhouse style ales, I'm like,
Yeah.
it's a style that I'm really growing to appreciate and like. So when I heard you guys had a saison, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna find out.
Nice.
This is really nice. I love the characteristics on it. You still get that smokiness. I want to say more on the front end,
Right.
and that saison finish is what I mean. That's what you get at the end, from my opinion.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's clean. I love it, man.
That's it. That's what we were looking for. You know, a saison to me is a very complex beer. Very complex. You can pull flavors and phenols and different aspects of the beer. You can keep pulling it out. With every taste, it gets a little warmer. You can get another taste to it. You know, it's a good beer. It's a good beer to you know.
Definitely, man. I mean, and tell us about you. Tell us more about what you think.
So just recently, we did purchase a brew house.
Nice.
So it was a brewery that went out of business here in El Paso.
Okay.
And we bought the whole brew house, and the plan is to open up in Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's the plan. So right now we're just looking for a location. Once we find that location, hopefully good.
Everything good to go. I mean, I'm excited to hear that, dude.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long time dream.
Yeah.
And you know, can't give up on the daydream. So
I mean, that's why I think it's great. Like, knowing about you guys for as long as we did, and then meeting you, I was like, that was so cool. And like, knowing what you guys have been doing this whole time, like, I'm excited. Still want to make it out there to see your mad laboratory, what you got going on as a homebrewer side. Still want to set that up, hopefully soon.
yeah, absolutely.
And then, of course, when you guys do get your location, I mean, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That's going to be the showstopper right there that we say.
I think so. I think it's going to be great. And we'd love to have you. Anytime. You guys give me a call. Come down.
Awesome, man. We'd love to hear that. Anything for the folks at home? Well, I mean, hold on. I'm glossing over the biggest thing. You guys won today. What place did you guys get?
We got third. We got third today.
Hey, top three, baby. Top three. Let's go.
Thanks. Thanks. It was a good beer. You know, Vic did a lot. You know, it was a good collaboration.
Definitely, man. It definitely shows. That's two wild brains coming together to make this. And like you said, saisons are complex. I mean, this is great.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the spirit of the fest, or I guess competition was, you know, be creative.
Yeah.
Here's the goal: something smoked. All right. And everyone had their own approach to it. I love hearing how everyone had the idea and what they did to get to those.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's hit it on the head. Like, there's no wrong answer to that.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, it's all smoked.
Yeah.
It's there. And just everyone had a different approach. And I love to see the results and everything that went behind it, guys. So, anything for the folks at home?
No, man. The Oregon Peak Brewing Company, it's coming. It's coming. Don't know when, but it's coming.
Follow them, check them out on social media. They post on there. I mean, great people. Long-time fans, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Look forward to seeing you guys in the future, man.
Long-time fan of you, too.
Appreciate you. Cheers, brother. What's up, Pub Crew? Ryan here again, and we're on scene at Brewery and Smokefest at Undisputed Craft House. I'm joined by two brewers of legend in their own name. I have Vic, I have Hank here to my right. Gentlemen, tell us about yourselves. I mean, to be honest, up to this point, I've heard both names dropped. Yeah. So you guys already have a reputation. I'm aware of that. I'm not anxious. You're anxious. I'm not nervous. Only on the inside. True. Let's start to my right. Good. Tell us. And obviously, you guys, just to point out, have awards. So not to brag, but to have. Yeah. Right. What placing did you guys have?
So I got bronze today. I was really happy about that. Brewing with a good buddy of mine, Joey, who's from Oregon Trail too. So yeah.
Just talk to Joey. Yeah.
So he's a great guy. Who's really happy to place this time around. Definitely.
Yeah, I got gold. I brewed with Jonathan. We brewed a traditional Rausch beer. The basic German ingredients, all the way from the hops to the grain to the yeast, and we liked it. Right, I'm not a huge fan of smoked beer, but you know, I wanted to do it. Same thing. This was my first time actually brewing a smoked beer. Yeah.
Okay, see, and that's something I've been asking too. Is like we're us as Smoked Beer, we're new into the homebrew game. Like I said, we're only about a year into it. This being our 6th attempt at brewing. I mean, it's our first time brewing. I mean, smoking a beer. Yeah. So when we were asked when this was coming up, like, hey, you guys know how to smoke it? Nah, but we'll learn. It's all learning experience. Yeah. We're down to try it, and I think that's an important part of it too. If you hear that, you have to try it.
That was pretty much everyone that was brewing, right? Like,
yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, smoked beer is not a huge, like, popular category that everybody does.
I didn't think it was a thing until I had to do research on it, and then I found out Rausch. I'm like, oh, that's traditional. That's an old style of beer. Then I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's good to know. That's a point of reference. I understand there's that style, but when I was told, you know, there's certain creative liberties we can take, I was like, all right, we want to run with that. And that's all we ended up. What we had was a smoke pot porter. I'm happy with how they came out. Beer in the Rausch, you know, that's, like I said, I keep saying that's the traditional style of smoked beer, and it's cool. And you guys ended up bringing the my God, Joe just talked to you about it.
So we made a smoked grisette, basically like a low ABV saison, basically. So a very obscure style that not a lot of people get to try. There's not a lot of commercial versions of it out there for people to try, but basically a very Belgian yeast-derived, phenol and ester-driven style that had some healthy doses of American hops that we were really happy with the results that we got out of it. And yeah, luckily the judges agreed, so we were really happy with that. But a nice, palatable East drinker crusher. So yeah, we were really happy on it.
I love beer saison, and I think I was telling Joey this too when he was on here earlier. It was like, it's a style of beer that I've grown to like over like the course of the year. And once I found farmhouse style, but saison style, it's like, oh my God, I love this. It's a style that like it's kind of unique. Right. It stands out on its own. But I'm like, yeah, just tasting your guys is like, yeah, I get it. Smoking it there, it was a unique approach to it. But I mean, I think what today kind of shows is you can't beat tradition. Yeah. Right. And yeah, there's no wrong way to do it. Correct. But there's definitely a traditional way to do it.
Perfect. Yeah.
But no one's wrong.
No, I mean, for me personally, it's one of those styles that I wouldn't brew all the time and have on hand all the time. Right. But it's something definitely to do.
It's good.
And yeah, at the experiment.
I revisit it for sure. I would love to. Me being a bearded, heavy set guy, I love smoked things. Yeah. And it was interesting when you even hear like smoked beer. I was like, what? Yeah. So I was definitely just trying it, seeing different approaches, different styles that you could do. Yeah. From Rausch all the way to just how you even smoke beer. Even the, I don't know if there's, I'm sure there's time for a specific amount where you even put like the iron poker into the beer. Yeah. And that kind of caramelize the malt in itself in the glass. Like, that's also part of the dish too. Like, and that's technically part of the style too. Yeah. Which is crazy. So, and I think what this event kind of showcases the whole is the community coming together to do something with pros and homebrewers all coming together to collaborate and do this to show like, yeah, we're all in this together. It's a family.
it's more than just like a community.
Yeah.
And the support's there. I mean, we felt it when we were having this technical hiccups and everyone's like, how come we help? We love it. I mean, and that's something we love to talk about and showcase on the show. This is what craft beer is. It's not only is it good drinking beer, it's good times, having a good time. It's support. Love and support from everybody. Everyone that's got to talk, it's all the same across the board. I love to see that. So I mean, I think cheers to everybody here, you guys, Chris, Undisputed. I mean, support craft, support local, man.
That's right.
Is there anything you want to share with the folks at home? Tell the folks at home.
I mean, craft beer's been taking a hit the last, 2-3 years now.
Yeah.
We've been on a decline. This is the best time, man, to just start homebrewing, right? Like, start doing the thing, doing your own thing. You don't find the beers that you like in the community, join a local homebrew club.
Right.
Brew together, brew the beers that you like, and hopefully El Paso starts accepting it again as a whole, and we start growing again, right? It's a bunch of good guys. I mean, there's the people that you meet making beer, they're friends for a lifetime.
Yeah,
right? Like, it's just something that you end up doing together and loving. And yeah, man, pick it up. Pick up the hobby. You know, let's put El Paso on the map as far as home brewing, craft beer in general. I think we can do it. I think we do it.
Definitely. That's what we like to showcase here. We like to show their support. We like to get it out there as much as often as we can.
I'd love to say, like, get out there, support your local home brewers and like professional brewers. Your palate matters. It's not about drinking like the milkshake and the fruit IPAs and like the new sours and barrel aged beers on the block. It's about finding what your niche is and enjoying that and supporting the people that support what your flavor profile might be, because your palate is important and it's a muscle. You need to exercise it. You need to sometimes drink beers that are uncomfortable for you to try, that you might not typically find yourself drinking, but doing that really supports like what will be the next beer that gets out there, and will give everyone a platform to represent what they're trying to make and who they're trying to like support at the same time. So I'm all for just, there's enough beer out there for all of us to like. Those people that say all beer tastes the same, they're full of shit. That's not true. There's a lot of beer out there. You probably just haven't had it. So keep drinking more beer and homebrewing more beer and trying more people's like iterations of those beers, because it's important to really support the craft as a whole. Artisanal beer is here. It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. Once you get into it, I think you have friends for life. Yep. I think you can also, you'll become a better, eater, a better drinker. You'll become a better cook, a better, I mean, really, like it's a lot deeper than just trying new beer. But doing that is just the beginning of like a lifetime, journey of where you'll end up. Because if I didn't join my homebrew club and get the love and support of some of the people that might not have even drank the beer that I like to brew, I don't think I would be where I'm at today. So I really think it's important to get out there and find your tribe. Try something new every day.
To further that point, when we started this show 5 years ago, I was mainly a stout porter guy. Yeah. My other counterpart, Vic, who's my co-host, was the IPA guy. And that's how the show started, was us bringing beers to try.
Right.
And yeah, there's IPAs I'm still like, I don't know. But then I found there is IPAs. I like hazies. I like citrus. Yeah. I'm like, okay, so there is IPAs I do enjoy, and I'll go back for more. Yeah. I found Saison. I found stuff that I wouldn't have thought to try years ago. Yeah. And that's all this is. It's like, just gotta try it. Yeah. You don't know where your palate is unless you flex it. It's a muscle. Like you said, like you gotta get it out there to try things. Otherwise, you're gonna. What are you doing? You gotta find the beer out there that you like. Just haven't tried it. And there's so many out. Oh yeah. Support your local brew scene. Support craft beers. Yeah. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
We appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
Thank you guys, everyone.
What's up, Pub Crew? Ryan once again at the Undisputed Buried in Smokefest with the whole crew now. I've been here this whole time. Vic didn't just show up, he's been there. He's the genie in the bottle, baby. And Johnny's the man with the plan, and Adrian's the man in the sack. Not the man in the box, because we don't want to get sued. But we've had a great time here, and now we're gonna self-humble plug ourselves here. We have our smoked coffee porter. It's lovely. It's smoked malts and maple wood, and we added some espresso coffee to that to finish it off. Really pleasant. I'm sure you've heard me talk about it several times here today with many people. Just kind of winding down. To college, Johnny, I'm glad you asked. Morning wood, because it's what gets me started in the morning. I don't know about you, but I love my morning wood. But, gents, I mean, this being our, what, 6th beer?
Yeah.
I'm happy with it in the end. I mean, we're still knowing and growing from this, much like Morning Wood. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the fest and today? Like, what are our takeaways, gents?
Everybody came with their A game today. Oh my god. Because really good, the smoky flavor coupled with the beer that we had. I'm proud of what we made. I'm proud of what the community did.
Yeah, I gotta say it was a really tough competition, but congratulations to the winners.
Yep.
I'm glad we came in 4th place.
Hell yeah. Fourth and hard, baby.
Hey, yo, you know what? Sorry to interrupt your interview, guys, but you know what? This is the best fucking beer I've had at this whole fest. You guys want any more?
Yeah.
Shit, this is my number one right here.
We got the best coffee porter here that we can serve at the Undisputed Buried and Smoke Fest here. Let me get you with that.
Cheers, guys. Cheers. The best beer in the whole fest right here.
Vic, what are your thoughts?
Oh, dude, I've been here the whole time for like hours, right? And honestly, I really like this beer. I think what we did was really good. I give it like a 8.75. If you want to get like really snobby about it, like an 8.6. It's really good on the coffee flavor. It's super sweet smelling, super mapley, like syrup, like thick, like 3C thick. But all the beers here were fucking good. The mead was fucking amazing. The smoked mead, the smoked cider, everything was fucking good. I'm very glad I've been here this whole time.
You really have. You keep emphasizing.
I keep saying that. I don't know. I'm starting to doubt it. I remember singing him all day, but like, is that like deja vu or something?
No, that's that song that they do in Initial D, but that's how it was.
It's Deja Crew. And on that note, we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you all for joining us at an amazing fest. We hope to see you at the next one.